got them hats. Yes, yes, we got them hats. Yeah, we got them hats. You name it, we got it. You cop it, we ship it, we drop it right to your door. Ship, drop it right to your door.
I'm looking for a hat. Drive around town and I need a cat. Where do I go? Where do I go? I got hats for sales.com.
You see what you like. You buy it, we ship it. It's coming your way. It's coming. Ship it. It's coming your way.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up, clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. I got a lot to say. Honestly, I've been thinking about you all this weekend. I had the great opportunity to meet up with a couple of people this weekend at a bar. Shout out to Celeste the Best. Shout out to Wise from A Righteous Perspective. Got to finally shake that man's hand and just to let him know that he's doing a great thing on social media and life. He's doing a bang up job. I met his beautiful wife, Crystal. Shout out to Liz. I met Liz, who is also dope. That's Celeste the Best right hand man. And yeah, man, it was an interesting weekend to say the least. But before we move forward, please do me two favors. Hit the like button on this post. That's the only price of admission for our videos. Simply to hit the like button. And second, just let me know one thing that you're grateful for inside of the chat. I'll start. I'm grateful for you all. I'm grateful for my LFR family. I'm grateful for the supporter base that we have built over the years. I'm grateful for your prayers and for your kind thoughts for me, my family, my friends, my situation, whatever the case may be. Anybody that's sending positive vibes to the Lord, to even the universe or the ancestors, depending on how you pray for me and my family, I'm greatly appreciative of you, and I say thank you. A lot is going on with this country, man. There's so many hateful beings here, man. It's like if you don't vote the same, we hate you. If you don't speak the same, we don't like you. If you're not on the same wavelength, we want to shut you out and we want to cancel you. The shutdown, the government shutdown, for instance, which blows my freaking mind, bro. They pretty much, the Democrats pretty much, they put together I don't know. They really wanted people to suffer throughout the holiday season. As long as they can continue to have American voters believe that Trump was behind the shutdown, they didn't care how long it took for these individuals who are missing paycheck after paycheck after paycheck. They didn't care. They like, well, it's Trump's fault. Blame Trump. It's Trump's fault. Blame Trump. Hold the line. Don't vote for it. Don't vote for this. Hold the line. They didn't care, man, and that kind of rubs me the wrong way. It really does. And now you're starting to see their true colors because they're going in on each other. Don Lemon then did a video naming all of the 8 Democrat senators who voted with the Republicans, who actually decided to play ball, who actually decided to take measures to get people back to work. It's just a lot going on, man. And when it comes to this side of politics, not only do I not have a clear understanding of how everything runs and works, but they know that the majority of American citizens are just in the dark and waiting for them to do their parts. And they are screwing us time and time again. And for that, I think it's extremely disingenuous what they're doing. They're trying to act as if Trump is in Mar-a-Lago eating shrimp and lobster tails while he starve American citizens. And they play on that, and they play on it, and they play on it. Then when they open the government, they actually vote with one another. Then they jump out there like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We had a strike. Y'all are what they call them, what they call the people that scams or scabs. They call them scabs, people that break the line. So all the Democrats that decided to work along party lines, work across party lines to get things done for everybody, they call them scabs now. They call them out almost as if they want them to be canceled. It's like shame, shame, shame. And they're all pointing out those 8 individuals who voted for the government to open back up. It's absolutely insane. Let me know what y'all want me to know in the comments about this, man. We're going to move on in a minute, but let me go ahead and highlight some of my people who are inside of the chat. But I mainly want to highlight one person who showed up first and shows up first a lot. She's just always here to help, man, and I'm appreciative. Shout out to Nanny's Take on the World. Shout out to Nanny's Take on the World, man. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I had a great weekend. You know what I mean? I dealt with some real life things too, but it was still a phenomenal weekend. Why? Because I got to hang out with my wife. I got to hang out with JoJo and Ari. We watched movies. We chilled. I got to go see my nephew play basketball yesterday. He's a senior in high school now, and he's like a top pick in the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. And they are doing their thing. So I was there showing support with that. I see my other nephew at the game, had a great conversation with him. Turns out we listen to the same billionaire speakers on social media, because he said, Unc, man, I've been listening to this one African billionaire, but he has a really long name. I can't tell you what the name is. And I was like, I probably know who this guy is. Is his name Vusi Tembekwayo? And he said, yeah, that's him. What's wild is, for everybody that I coach for YouTube and whatnot, Vusi Tembekwayo came up with an acronym for people who want to, bet on themselves and try to do something bigger in life. And his acronym is CASE, CASE, which means copy and steal everything. Pretty much saying that there's a blueprint for anyone out there. And if you want to do great things, you don't have to figure it out for yourself. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to jump into your creative bag and try to come up with something that has not been thought of before. You can just go off of what's near and dear to you, your talents, your gifts, what's natural, what feels right, and you can just look at what's already been created by someone else, because someone has blazed the trail for something that you're interested in. There's not too many things that's new under the sun. So at the end of the day, if you want to copy somebody else's blueprint, do that. But as soon as you enter the arena, as soon as you appear on the camera with someone else's foundation, it changes, because there's not another you in this world. It's only you. You're one of one. There might be a doppelganger of you, someone that looks exactly like you, but there is not another you. So we made a connection at the basketball game, just talking about that, man. And it was beautiful, because when you think about what these youngers are going through things too, and they believe what these politicians are saying. And it's very easy for them to be led astray from all of these liars, because a lot of these politicians are liars. They lie to get people on their side. They lie to win votes. They lie to maintain power. They lie and think they will have people thinking that they're for the good of the people. And that's unfortunate, because all this time, one of the longest shutdowns that we've ever seen in American history, they've been blaming Trump for it. But yet the Republicans have been voting for the government to open back up for the last 14 votes. And they've been saying, no, 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 no. Apparently the continued resolution was not good enough for them. And they went from talking about crime in America to talking about healthcare, trying to appeal to people's weaker sides. We can't do it with crime, so what else can we do? Everybody needs a doctor. Let's talk about the premiums. Let's all blame the premiums on something else, because we know that most people don't understand this conversation. So they're just going to believe whatever the hell we tell them. And that's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate because I myself, I'm 47 years old. I'm still out here trying to learn what's going on with the world. So I know for a fact that there's 20 somethings out there who's lost in the sauce. There's 30 somethings out here. There's 40 somethings out there because they're just like me too, where they don't have a full grasp of what's happening in this country, what's happening around the world. So they just believe the very first thing that comes to their screens, their phones and their laptops. So I don't know, man. Pray for our country. Pray for our people. Pray for our politicians that they stop being so self-serving and just wanting to win races and position themselves so they can make millions themselves. Because like I've been saying on this channel, a lot of these politicians, their pockets look great. Their bank accounts look amazing. Like their pocketbooks look phenomenal. They're not starving for nothing. They can hold the line. They can afford to hold the line. But they know that there's a bunch of people out here. Thanksgiving is coming up. And there's government employees who have missed 3 paychecks. 3 paychecks. You mean to tell me that they're going to be able to make sure everything's prepared so that their family could come over and enjoy a Thanksgiving dinner together? Christmas is coming up. A lot of people are going to miss out on that. And then the people that celebrate it, like myself and my wife and my family, we're going to be looked at and demonized for being insensitive and still moving on almost as if other people are not starving. And it sucks, man. It sucks. Shout out to everyone who has been going on to hatsforsale.com. I appreciate you. I want to say thank you. Y'all are so dope. I see y'all pulling up. I see y'all purchasing the merch. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just make sure that y'all send them pictures, okay? Send a picture of you looking fly in your welfare boy sweatsuit or your LFR family hat. You know what I mean? Send me a picture of you in it so I can post it on social media. All right, let's go and get into it. Nanny, thank you so much for pulling up, Nanny. A. Courtney with a C. Hadassah's in the building. Of course, Renee is here. Hey, what's going on, Renee Suzanne? Make sure y'all follow Renee Suzanne, man. Hey, Darnice. What's going on, Darnice? Who else we got here? We got B. A.B. Sugar Shane's Topics. Sugar Shane is in the building. What's going on, brother? Who else we got up in here? Patrick Davis. Wagwan. Wheezy. Wagwan. What's going on? The shutdown is this close to being over. And, but we don't know if this is going to be finalized yet. But the votes, they got enough votes for it because they got 8 Democrats to pull up. And Wheezy says, Coach, I am thankful that it is finally cold enough that I can wear my sweatsuit. Shout out to Wheezy. I'm grateful for life. What's going on, Antonice? Antonice, too real for most people. Let's go. Heather, what's going on, Heather? Shout out to Heather. Shout out to Heather, man. Shout out to Heather. Let me see if I can use some of these new sounds. Shout out to Heather, man. Shout out to Heather. Heather did her thing. I really appreciate this, Heather. Love you and the chat as well. Shout out to all of my LFR family. So dope. So dope. Shout out to my family, man. Y'all are amazing, bro. Y'all are amazing. I pray that y'all had an amazing weekend. I pray that y'all had a great weekend. I know I asked y'all to just do one thing for me and let me know one thing you're grateful for, but let me know one thing that you did this weekend that brought a smile to your face. All right? Did you play with your grandbabies? Did you play with your dogs? Did you come up with an idea that made you feel good about the future? Did you have a phenomenal conversation with somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time? Did you make sweet, passionate love to the one that you love? Yeah. We can't forget about that, man. Y'all got to start listening. You're never too old to make love. You're never too old to make love, man. Especially if you in love. Get busy, And some of y'all, I know. Like, we're too old. We don't don't do that anymore. We look at that as yucky. Don't look at it as yucky. Don't. Y'all better daggone start getting to it. Start doing the do. Talking about, y'all better start making it happen, Captain. Shoot. Talking about, y'all better get busy. You know? Some people went to church. How was church? Was church great? Was it phenomenal? What was the word? What was it about? What was the pastor talking about? You know what I mean? Tell me some things that made your weekend, man. Made everything, feel new. I praise God with my church family. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I praise God with my church family because I knew that in order for me and my family to be in order, we had to come in front of the Lord and praise his holy name for waking us up this morning, starting us on our way, giving us strength to make it through another day. Yes, sometimes, man, I promise you, in my entire lifetime, the best moments I've ever had was in the sanctuary, praising God, hands raised, hands outstretched, just crying, tears running down my eyes, just fully enamored by all of the blessings that God has bestowed upon my life. And this is nothing physical. It's not the house. It's not the cars. It's not the wealth. It's not any of those things. It's not my skill and ability. It's not my talents and gifts. It's just the Lord's blessings overall, man. Just the fact that I'm breathing in this fresh air, and I could be under the ground buried, man. I could be inside of a hospital connected to all these tubes and being fed through a tube, and I could be served by nurses and have to sleep there for weeks and weeks and weeks, not able to walk by myself, talk by myself. You know what I mean? It's like, those are the blessings. Like, I don't want that to miss y'all. I don't want that to miss y'all, man. I don't want that to miss y'all. It got to a point, though, where I got tired of playing church. I got tired of just the scheduled Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, practice, Bible school, Bible study, male choir rehearsal, mass choir rehearsal, praise team rehearsal, meeting with the pastors, going to extra churches and extra events and raising money and ministering to people who don't believe in themselves and don't believe in God. It's like, it's just a circle, man. So I got tired of the same rigmarole over and over and over again, especially meeting wolves in sheep clothing. That right there kind of threw me off too. So I started beefing with the church a little bit, and because of that, I haven't been to a church in quite a minute. So I give God praise in my home. Every single room I'm in, I'm praying. When I'm in the shower, I'm praising. Like this, the water running over my body while I'm healthy at the same time, standing upright by myself. Shoot, you out here cotton picking mine. I broke the ice and got a nice 4-point buck yesterday. And that was after I went to church. So she went to church, came back home from church, and shot herself a deer. Ain't that something? You better praise his holy name. You better praise his name. Yeah. And thank you so much for the super chat, Weezy. And congratulations on your buck. Congratulations. You know, I used to think that the word buck was racist. I used to think that the word buck was racist. I didn't know that it had anything to do with deer or anything like that. Like when we talk about money, bucks, I didn't think that was racist. But when you talk about a deer and buck, I thought that was racist for some strange reason. Has to do with breaking a slave. The biggest, blackest, strongest slave man was called a buck, and they had the buck break him. And I didn't know that had to do with horses or anything like that. Listen, I'm just going off of what the community fed me and what I ate. You know what I mean? And what I regurgitated and what I transferred over to other people as well. Did you know that buck means this? Like when they talk about buck breaking, they not talking about a horse. They talking about a black man in this land, the same people that built this land, the same people that came over here from Africa, just minding our business. And next thing you know, we got a musket in our face and we sleeping at the bottom of a ship for months on our way to foreign lands that we have to build for free while we die, while we get beat, while we get raped, while we get like, bruh. That right there, just having that constant just beat down of your brain where people just want you to stay at the bottom. They want you to stay oppressed. They want you to stay pissed off at a nation. They want you to just be pissed all the time, man. All the time. Like, how can you be pissed all the time? You're a happy person. You got your health. And you got family and friends that love you, coworkers that love you. You got people around the world that you met online that can't wait to see your name inside of a chat so that they can say, hey, what's going on, Hadassah? What's going on, Renee? How you doing? How was your weekend? Hey, Weezy. What's up, Nanny? Like that. Shane, it's good to see you. Like you have people inside of a chat that you have never seen in real life, but they're happy to see you. They're happy that you're doing well. They're happy that you're God-fearing, that you love your family. They're happy that you're in a good mental state. They're happy that you're in a good physical state. But we go out of our way to try to bring people back to our worst times so that they can look at the government in the most, I don't know, it's demonic frame. So that they can look at the country in the most demonic frame. So that they can look at a certain color of your skin and say that anybody that has that color are demonic and don't deserve friendship. They don't deserve love because their people did that to my people and their people did this and their people have supremacy and blah, 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 man. It miss me with the BS, bro. Miss me with all that. That's why I broke away from Democrats because, and some of you Republicans too. Some of you Republicans are the worst. I'm just letting you know, some of y'all are the worst too, because y'all play into that mess and y'all be like, my people are this and they're trying to victimize us and we are the new victims. The white man is the victim. Nobody's the victim. How about that? All of us are victors. If we woke up this morning, we are victors. None of us are victims. Can we just... They just put that out there. None of us, not one of us, okay? I didn't have my mother nor my father raise me. I grew up in a situation that I wouldn't put on none of you. But guess what? I don't want any of your lives. I wouldn't trade my life with anybody. Even if you grew up in a two-family household in a quiet neighborhood that sounded like a leave it to Beaver type of situation where there was no crime and your family had a car. We didn't have a car my whole first 18 years of my life at all. I still wouldn't trade it. Why? Because the hood is fun. Anybody try to act like their lives is so horrible because they live in the hood or they live in a trailer park or they come on, man. We all should love our lives because none of us are victims. All of us are victors. And not for nothing, and this is no knock at any of my international people out there. Absolutely no knock at any of my international people out there. But if you woke up in the United States of America, you woke up in the greatest nation in the world. Okay? But if you're still going out of your way to blame somebody else for your lack, for the fact that you're not successful, for the fact that you're not doing anything productive with your life, you're a loser. Nobody can fix you. Nobody can help you. Nobody. Only person that can help you is the Lord and yourself. That's it. Because you have chosen to take that stance. That's your line in the sand. Don't tell me anything positive about this country. I hate this country. White people. What? Shut up. Shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. And if you're going to call me a coon or any of those things, I'm going to tell you that your mama a coon. That's what I've been telling people online lately. Like people when I say something and they put that little sign, a little picture or a video, a meme or GIF, GIF up of a coon, a raccoon or something, I say your mama's a coon. Buried or alive, I don't care. Your mama. All right, I'm talking about your mother. I'm talking about your grandmother if you go further. I'm talking about your great grandmother if you go further. I'm talking about your aunts, your uncles. I'm talking about you, your broke, dirty, dusty ass kids. I'm talking about your lifestyle. I would go deep. Pause, no diddy. But at the end of the day, man, I'm tired of people complaining so much because we are so blessed. We are so blessed. Money does not dictate happiness. Okay? Having a community doesn't dictate happiness. Having a house doesn't dictate happiness. All right? Like having things like Gucci bags and Louis Vuitton and Chanel and all that other stuff does not dictate happiness. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't get what you want, but you should earn what you want. As long as you get what you need to be laying prostrate and thanking the Lord for your blessings. That's what you need to be doing. Amen, somebody. Spent Saturday with my mom and dad. They are both in their 80s, late 80s. Your mom and dad are blessed. Your mom and dad are blessed. And I'm sure that they look forward to talking to each other and just spending time with each other on a daily basis. And that's beautiful. That is a blessing right there. You hear me? This right here. All right? Not looking in your bank account, seeing millions and be like, oh, I'm more blessed than anybody else. No, you're not. Like this is your own blessings. This is your thing. Now, what are you going to do with your millions? What are you going to do with your thousands or your hundreds, your extra money? Huh? Are you going to help somebody? Are you going to double it up? Are you going to do something for yourself? Whatever you decide to do, can't nobody blame you. That's your own money. But don't think that you're better than anybody because you have a little bit more. Because a little bit more is subjective, man. You understand me? I know some people that got the greatest looking bank accounts in the world, but have no relationships with anybody. Like their community is shot. They're all on their own. Now, I don't know if that's, to them, that might be a good thing. Some people like to be by themselves and not really, have a whole bunch of people around them in their business, but at the end of the day, just stop comparing yourself to other people. How about that? How about that? Just, it's high time for us to look in the mirror, assess who we are, and try to decide what will bring joy to our lives. All right? And hopefully it's not something that we can go out there and purchase or go out there and attain. Because if attaining things is the number one, I guess, reason why we're happy or filled with joy, you can lose that. And then what does that mean? You're going to go into depression? Some of us put all of our joy and happiness on another person. And I can see how that goes. Like you fall in love with somebody, you lose that person, and then you can't find your way. You know what I mean? So it'd be like that too. So, yeah, I know I'm doing a whole bunch of rumbling this morning, but I'm just playing catch up before we get to the business at hand. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat, Heather. And shout out to your mom and your dad. That's a beautiful situation right there. Religion and relationships are two totally different things. Without the latter, one is in trouble. Whoa. Okay, I see you on that one. You spitting, Brent, because if you don't have a relationship, huh? If you ain't got no relationship with the Lord, then what's the point of your religion? Huh? You better have a relationship. You better build a relationship. Thank you so much, Brent. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. All right, guys, let's go and get into it. The Democrats are pissed off. They are pissed. It's a lot going on. They are fighting each other, a whole bunch of infighting. Bernie Sanders, he addressed his people. And I shared a whole bunch of videos with myself and did not download them. So I'm going to share my screen. But the Democrats wanted this bad boy to go a little further. They wanted to blame everything on Trump. Everything. Your premiums are sky high and it's Trump's fault. Is it though? Is it? Trump is starving people while he's in Mar-a-Lago. Is he though? Is he? Is he starving people? I don't know if he's starving people. All right. So hold on, let me put this up here. And Harry Sisson is pissed off. He's addressing all these senators and whatnot, trying to figure out why they didn't hold the line. So let me go ahead and share my X tab, my X feed. Y'all are dope, man. Thank you so much for gifting memberships, Renee. Renee is gifting a whole bunch of memberships. My gosh. Make sure y'all say thank you to Renee, man. Thank you, Renee. Shout out to all of my members, my greens. Shout out to all my blues. Those are my folk who are my mods. All right. So our first one comes from Scott Jennings. Let's see what he has to say. Thanks again, Renee. I appreciate you. Let's get it.
But it was predictable. I said on Tuesday night during our election night coverage that I expected the Democrats to cave because the election is over. This shutdown was always a political shutdown. They knew that they would try to gin up their base for the Tuesday elections. And once the elections were over, they didn't really know what to do next or how to get out of it. So they just caved in. And I'm not sad they didn't get anything for it. I feel something like Judge Smales in the movie Caddyshack. You'll get nothing and like it because bad behavior should never be rewarded. And this was all bad behavior. They had this deal on the table 30-something days ago. And yet they put the American people, they put federal workers, they put SNAP beneficiaries, they put all these people through this pain for political reasons. And now we see that. And I'm glad the government's going to be opened up, but I'm not sad for these Democrats on social media tonight who are having a meltdown because this is their party went into this for purely political reasons. They never really knew how to get out of it. And this was always going to be the end result.
Always. This was always going to be the end result. And I'm glad that they got what they wanted. Some people are going to get the short end of the stick, though.
Tuesday night during
just letting y'all know, some people are going to get the short end of the stick. Scott Jennings is probably one of my favorite commentators, political commentators. Why? Because although he's right-leaning and he's pretty based. He seems fair. He always has sound arguments. Yeah, he always seems to have sound arguments. But there's a bunch of other people out here who are peeved. Here's your boy. Oh, no. Where's he at? Of course, we got Cousin T making fun of every daggone body as he always does. But let's see what he has to say, man. Shout out to Cousin T.
Y'all, the Democrats finally caved. Oh, they were acting big and bad, but they finally caved. And all of the liberal influencers are so mad. But I'm going to tell you why the Democrats caved. Because they were playing a game this whole entire time. They wanted the shutdown to happen right before the election. Because right after the election, right after the polls closed, then they said they were willing to come to the table and negotiate. It was a game. It was a game. And you know what? They wanted people to lose their SNAP benefits, their EBT food stamps. They wanted people to lose that so they can paint Trump as this evil man who starved millions of Americans. It was all a game. It was all a game. They were the ones who voted not to fund SNAP. They were the ones who voted not to put food on people's tables. They voted for that.
Please make sure that if you clip and share any part of my live stream, share the parts that you can share immediately with the Democrat, just to answer a lot of their questions that they did not ask. They're not going to ask you because they don't want you to be smarter than them. They don't want you to have any information that they believe that you shouldn't have. They want to think that they're the smarter party. And honestly, I can give a damn if the Democrats is the smarter party or if the right is the smarter party. But what he's saying right now, common sense needs to be out there. Common sense needs to be out there.
But they knew that people would blame President Trump and the Republicans. It was a game. It was a freaking game.
Facts.
And so many people did not get paid for 40 days because they wanted to play a game. They wanted to play games with people's lives. But guess who got paid during the shutdown? Every single member in Congress got paid. The military, they didn't get paid. Somebody donated some money so they could get paid. Somebody had to donate money so that our soldiers can get paid. The people who put their lives on the line every single day couldn't get a paycheck. But these lazy ass, no good, greedy.
Okay, listen. Okay, can you not curse, please? Because it looked like he about to drop the MF bomb. You can look at his face. Look at his face. It looked like he about to say MF. Now, Cousin T, this is a family show. I don't want to have to cuss you out. I don't want to have to cuss you out. All right? So keep it clean. Because it looked like he's about to drop an MF bomb. What could he possibly be about to say when he say, you lazy? Usually when somebody make that face right there, they about to call you a name that your parents will not be proud of. So, brother, can you please not say what I think you're about to say? All right? All right? Now I declare and I decree that you will not say that word. All right? All right, here we go.
Money hungry.
Ah, yeah.
Entitled.
Yes.
Politicians got paid.
I didn't expect money hungry, but yeah, he's absolutely right. They are certainly money hungry.
While everybody else had to suffer. I hope y'all remember that when the midterms come. It wasn't Trump. It was not the Republicans. It was the freaking Democrats. Y'all remember that. Remember that.
Oh, they will remember it. They're going to remember it. But I don't know if y'all been looking at CNN or not. So Abby Phillip has been having people on her panel. And the one thing that she's holding so close is, but the American voters, the American citizens believe that this was a Republican shutdown. And that's what's important. They just care about the optics, not necessarily the results. Like, what are we doing to help our country overall? I don't care if the American voters believe a certain thing. What is actually happening, man? Why do they always have to play with our minds, feeding us with whatever propaganda that they want to feed us so that we can be on their side, so that they can do whatever foolishness that they want to do? Huh? What is that about? They just want to win races, man. They just want to pad their pockets. And you know, the first branch that they cleared, that they were going to fund, just so happened to be the legislative branch. Not that I'm against that, but think about it. Why did they pick that branch to fund first? It's because they are not going to go without. They're going to make sure that American citizens don't care about them, whatever. Like, they're going to deal with whatever they deal with. As long as we tell them who to put blame on, then we don't care. But why is it that they open up the legislative branch first? Just riddle me that, Batman. Just riddle me that. All right. So let me see. So shout out to DC Drano, who put this information out here. I like that. I'm still at government is playing Jenga with the American people. Yeah, they are. That's what they always do. And they don't care if we fall down and crumble, hurt ourselves, bust our head, open to the white meat is showing. They don't care. Thank you so much, Courtney with a C. They don't care at all. Check this out. DC Drano just now put this information out here, and I want to show it to you all. Okay, he said, look at these numbers. Bernie has taken $23 million over the years. Raphael Warnock has taken $14 million. Elizabeth Warren, $10 million. And she was just now speaking about how these greedy politicians keep on trying to use jets. They're using jets off of taxpayers' money to fly to and fro because they're so fancy and they don't have to depend on commercial airlines, blah, 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 blah. And what happened? They show her and her family getting off a daggone private jet. Democrats forced Big Pharma's COVID drugs into your arms, and then they starved our poor so that they could extort billions more in subsidies. Listen, this is the breakdown. Raphael Warnock, 14 million. Elizabeth Warren, 10. Ron Wyden, 6.7. Patty Murray, 5.8. Tammy Baldwin, 4.9. Catherine Mastro, 3.7. And the list goes on and on and on. They continue to play with us, man. Don't play with me. I'm not your damn toy. I'm not your toy at all. So I want y'all to see this right here. Just listen to what Abby Phillips is saying. What's most important to her is what the people think. What's most important to her is what the people, and I hate that. I hate that, man. Why is that more important than what's actually happening? I want Democrats and Republicans to be able to eat well. I don't want us to miss any meals. I want us all to be able to go to the hospital and be seen for whatever we're dealing with without having to go broke or have to sell one of our babies in order to pay for some type of prescription drug that we need. But they don't care about that. They only care about the optics. Why? Because the optics decide who wins the next election. That's all that means. Like, they get on their high horse when they paint a catastrophe and they sell fear, and American citizens buy fear and they start celebrating. And why are you celebrating American citizens buying fear that you're selling? It makes no sense to me, bro. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And to the people out there that actually know politics and they hear me talking about this stuff, some people probably think, hey, bro, don't know what the hell he's talking about. Well, you'd be right. You'd be right. Here's one thing that brings me solace, though. These niggas don't know what the hell they talking about, nor do they care. They don't give a flying farfanugan about none of us. They just care about the optics so that they can continue to win the day, so that their pocketbooks can continue to grow and they can maintain power. That's it. Listen to what Abby Phillips is about to say, man. This is absolutely nuts.
How are Republicans going to use leverage in their fight with Democrats when the Democrats are actually the ones with the upper hand in the eyes of voters?
Oh, I'm sure.
In the eyes of voters. Did y'all hear that? Democrats are the ones with the upper hand in the eyes of voters, because this is the catastrophe that they sold, and voters are buying it because most voters are not paying attention to what's actually going on. In the eyes of voters is all that matters. But still, listen to how Scott Jennings just smoothly destroys her, as he always does.
With the upper hand in the eyes of voters.
Oh, I'm sure Democrats will be more than happy to open the government now. The election's over. I mean, part of the reason they shut it down was to get through tonight.
I mean, I
would suspect they'll be glad to open it up by the end of the week.
Adam Schiff, he was like, hold the line.
AOC, there's lots of rumors of people wanting to open it.
Look, I don't see what is the incentive for Democrats to back down when voters are basically saying Trump's not doing enough, it's the Republicans' fault, and then they basically handed the keys in this past election to the Democrats. Where's the leverage?
Again.
You hear that? Did you hear that again? Now, remember we were posting videos of different politicians accidentally but purposefully using the word leverage when they were in certain interviews. They were like, whoa. If we vote with them, then we no longer have any leverage. Your leverage is people losing their jobs. Your leverage is people not being able to afford groceries. Your leverage is people not being able to go to the doctors and be seen for whatever ailments that they're dealing with. That's their leverage. But as Abby Phillips continued to let you know, the big dogs are saying hold the line. AOC is saying hold the line. Why wouldn't she tell people to hold the line? AOC has millions in the bank. Bernie Sanders has millions in the bank. Schumer has millions in the bank. They don't give two damns. And they know how they've gotten here. They didn't get this far by telling the truth. They got this far by selling fear. And they've done it again successfully. That Abby Phillips' only talking point is that in the eyes of voters, Republicans are to blame. So if in the eyes of voters, if not in real life, but if they think what we're selling is true, then we should continue to ride this gravy train. Screw their holiday seasons. I don't give a damn if their kids are able to celebrate Christmas. I don't care about they little dirty ass kids getting a brand new bike or doll baby in the morning on Christmas morning. I don't care about that. My kids are going to have a great Christmas. We already put up our 15-foot tree. Yeah, they are going to have a phenomenal Christmas. A phenomenal Christmas. They don't give two damns about American citizens at all. As long as we believe what they sell us, that's all they need, baby. That's all they need. Then you can have the big dogs say, hold the line, don't give in, crush them, because everybody thinks it's Trump's fault. And that's what's important. As long as we got public opinion on our side, then we straight. That's why I don't trust CNN, CBS, ABC, MSNBC, none of these niggas, man. I don't even trust Fox because they play the same game too. I was about to say excuse my French, but I ain't even curse. Okay, let's continue, man.
Election to the Democrats. Where's the leverage?
Again, these are blue states electing Democrats, not a shock. Democrats clearly wanted this shutdown to get through Election Day. I do think they are facing pressure from their internal coalitions. The unions, the air traffic controllers, the government employee unions are desperate to get the government back open. They're feeling a little bit of internal heat. But again, the election's now over. I'm sure tomorrow morning phones will start ringing and it'll be open soon enough. This was a political shutdown, and that's what they did. And now we're through the election.
Facts. This was a political shutdown, and all it was about is selling fear, selling a story to people. That's all we wanted to do, is sell a story to people. Here's Trump talking about the shutdown and everything. Shout out to Trump for doing this thing, man. They booed him at the Commanders game, man. They booed the hell out of him for 2 minutes while he was trying to daggone swear in our military. Like, he was literally reading the oath to swear in our military. And guess what? The real patriots of this country completely disregarded that. They didn't care that a military person, someone that will fight for this country, that's being sworn in, is being sworn in. They didn't care about that. There's no such thing as respect to office anymore. They just saw Trump talking, and it's exciting to just boo together. Boo! F you, Trump. F you. We don't care about you swearing in no military. F you. Boo. Boo. I told y'all about the one time I was inside of Costco, and I was just going over into the daggone refrigerator area to get me a couple of pineapples, see if they have some pomegranate in there again, because they've been selling out a lot of pomegranate. I finally found them in Sam's. Costco don't have the pomegranates in the container anymore where you just scoop them up and just start eating them. And I wanted to get me some grapes. I walked over there. It was two black men talking, two older black men. I'm 47. They looked like they was in their 50s, probably 60. And they were like, this was right after Trump was shot. And he rose up with his fist in the air like, fight, fight, fight. These dudes, man, they was happy to see me come over there so that they can have another black man enter into their Trump pissy fit, where they was complaining that the bullet should have been just 1 centimeter to the right so that he could be up out of here. They was pissed. 1 centimeter to the left. They was pissed that he did not get hit. They were pissed. They was like, damn. They literally wanted to see this man die on live TV in front of his people in Butler, Pennsylvania. They have no heart, man. They have no soul. They try to act as if they are the ones that love the people. They really don't. They're all about shutting down the government, and they have no plan, no better plan than the president that's in office right now. Biden didn't even have a plan when he was in office. That's why he did a piss poor job as a president too. Not a piss poor job. Some things he did was actually pretty good. Not that he did, but during his administration, some good things happened. So I'm not going to be fake and act as if some things, everything that he did was trash. But as far as him being a leader, as far as what we were being known as, how weak we were looking, when you look at our leader, oh no, we looked horrible. We looked horrible. All right, so check this out right here.
It looks like we're getting very close on the shutdown. We'll never agree to give any substantial money or any money to really prisoners, illegals that come into our country. And I think the Democrats understand that. And it looks like we're getting close to the shutdown ending. You'll know very soon. Thank you. Tonight, sir.
It's sad, man, when you got somebody doing a thing, bro. But it's just popular to hate them. It's just popular to hate them. I even seen a video where Eminem was talking trash about daggone Trump. Like, what? Eminem, you're a rapper, bro. You rap your ass off. And I still love Eminem, man. Why? Because he is, like, I still know a lot of his songs. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody still have their favorite Eminem joints. And he was the second white rapper that I was a huge fan of. The first white rapper I was a huge fan of was Vanilla Ice. I'm sorry. Vanilla Ice was fly. He was a dope rapper. I'm sorry. And he was dancing too. Like, come on, bro. Ice, ice, baby. But now it's xenophobic to sing Ice, Ice, baby. Why? Because Ice, Tom Holman, so forth and so on. All right? Check this out, guys. Now, I love the fact that they pissed off. Let's get it.
The end of the government shutdown is finally in sight. Remember, this all started with Democrat blackmail. Republicans kept voting to open the government with no strings attached. The Democrats continued to vote to keep the government closed unless we paid ransom. And as a result, there was massive suffering across the country, people waiting for nutrition, the airlines backed up, people working, 6 weeks without receiving pay. And Chuck Schumer continued to change what he was demanding. On Friday, he demanded billions and billions of dollars of taxpayer dollars being sent directly to insurance companies to bail out Obamacare. Like, Republicans have said, we're willing to talk about all of these things, but not while the government is closed. And it looks like today we're on the path because 8 Democrats joined 52 Republicans, and we have the 60 to move forward in this next step to open the government.
Now, here are the people who decided to follow suit. We got Senator Dick Durbin from Minority Whip from Illinois. We have Senator Tim Kaine from Virginia. We have Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Senator Jackie Rosen. We have Senator Maggie Hassan. We have Senator Jeannie Shaheen. We have Senator Angus King. And we have John Fetterman. I knew that John Fetterman was going to I had a feeling that John Fetterman was going to be on the list. For some strange reason, well, not strange reason, I believe that he is tired of his party's bull sugar honey iced tea. That's just me. I believe that he is sick and tired of being sick and tired. CW Starnes, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, when someone tries to scare you, they're not for you. Well, guess what, CW? That's all the Democrats do. That's their game book. Like, that's their playbook right there. We're going to scare the hell out of you, let you know that the sky is falling, let you know that this is the worst thing. Can you believe I had a conversation with someone this weekend who was comparing our country with other countries that are killing people simply for being a different religion? So you have in Sudan right now, where a lot of these Muslims are killing people, getting rid of them, like just destroying them. And they're actually being funded by Saudi Arabia at this point. And American citizens are saying that's how it is here. Because the way we chastise and judge people who are Christian, We're the same way. I'm sorry, giving an opinion versus killing people is not the same thing. You have African priests crying out for Trump to come there and save their people. Like, we need your help right now. An African pastor stood there while he had tens of bodies laying down in front of him, dead for simply being Christian. And he's saying, Trump, we need your help. But you got American citizens who are acting like we are the same as them. Like we have the same level of hate as they have. Bull, sugar, honey, iced tea. It's like they want to be victims. Like we just want to be oppressed. Come on, man. You tell somebody you can do whatever you want to do in life. Only thing you got to do is put one foot in front of the other and get it popping. They'd be like, well, not if you're a black man. Not if you're a black man in this country. And do you know that if this person that says that has an audience of other black men and women, they will actually get a couple of amen, brother. Yeah, you right about that one. Tell them what it really is, bro. That's exactly what it is. We can't do nothing. We black. We black, man. We blacker than black. Blackity black, black. Get your ass up. People get on my nerves, man. Just want to complain just for the sake of complaining. Oh, but then we have, hold on. Let me see. No payouts, no illegals. Hold on one second. So, Harry Sisson. Let me go and get this video for you guys. Harry Sisson went in on Trump. Hold on one second. Harry Sisson is deciding to go ahead and name all of the people who, hold on one second. Name all of the 8 senators, 8 Democrats who participated in this whole thing. Where in the world is it, man? I had all of these joints queued up and they're gone. Like, come on, bro. I should have just downloaded them. For real. I should have just downloaded them. And I just did not. Why didn't I download them? Why didn't I download them? Hold on one second, guys. Then you got Robert De Niro still attacking Donald Trump, man. Dude, is that all you got? Like, is that what you're doing now? Is that what's like paying the bills now, bro? Are you thinking about going into politics or something? Is that the way you're going to do it? By sugar, honey, iced tea on Trump? What did he do to you? I got some more Scott Jennings too, but I just want y'all to see this. Hold on one second. Check this out, guys. I think this one is interesting too. Check this out.
Healthcare is not a privilege for the fortunate few. It is a right. And I knew that if we didn't do something about our unfair and inefficient healthcare system, it would keep driving up our deficits. It would keep burdening our businesses. It would keep hurting our families. And it would keep holding back economic growth. Now, knowing you can offer your family the security of healthcare, that's priceless. Now you can do it for the cost of your cable bill, probably less than your cell phone bill.
Wow. Wow. I can't believe that we allowed Obama to lie to us like this for this long. I have a question. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Feel free to answer it at your leisure, but let me know in the chat. Is Barack Obama one of the greatest presidents we've had in our country? Let me know that. Yeah, let me know that. Because his healthcare did not do anything for our pocketbooks at all. Hey, thank you. What's his name? Ark Rosebud. I appreciate you. All right. So I see a whole bunch of thumbs downs and puke emojis. So you guys do not think that he is you guys do not think that he's one of the bestest in the westest at all, but it's all good. Oh, this lady right here has a message for Trump supporters, but I'm not gonna play that now. I'll probably play that later. Hold on 1 second. Let me see here. Democrats are pissed, bro. They are pissed. They are pissed. Go ahead and put this up.
Honestly, we got to have some tests to determine eligibility of voters in this country. And I think the easiest test is, do you take the Bible literally? Yes? You are not qualified to vote. We don't want your vote. You're too dumb. You think man was created out of a pile of dust and his rib was used to create a woman, and you take that story literally?
Yes, I do, nigga.
You're not qualified. You think somebody lived inside of a whale's mouth for 3 days?
Yes, I do.
And survived to talk about it? You're not qualified to vote. If you think some old 900-year-old man built a boat and put 2 of every animal on it so that he could fuck his daughters later to recreate humanity while God murdered everybody, you believe that story? What? You think guys walk on water? No, it didn't happen. You think he died and came back 3 days later for your dumbass? No, it didn't happen. You're just not qualified to vote. Sorry, you've been brainwashed your whole life. We can't trust you. We can't trust your judgment. If you actually take the Bible literally, it's 2025. Good God. No, you're not qualified to vote.
I think people shouldn't be qualified to vote if they don't, like my wife says, if they don't know the 3 branches of government, they shouldn't be qualified to vote. If you don't have voter's ID, you shouldn't be qualified to vote. If you're just an asshole that's led by fear, you shouldn't be qualified to vote. You should be able to write an essay on why you're voting for the person that you're voting for. But we're not going to go there because we realize that most of these voters are led by fear. They're ignorant. And yeah, that's it. That's it. They're led by fear and they're just idiots. They're just idiots. All right, so here are a few more of these demon rats who are pissed off at what happened.
Do you think Chuck Schumer needs to go after tonight?
He should have gone a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. Yes. You talk about aim and not meeting the moment, right? Every time he gets in front of the camera, the average Democratic voter out there screams, "Be done with you, be done." And this will only accelerate that. Yes,
Joe, do you think the left is headed for a Tea Party-like moment here? I mean, I know that you're new to being a Democrat and you're not like some big lefty or progressive, but this does seem to fit the argument that they have been making, that some of these older or more moderate and establishment figures just aren't ready to meet this moment. Generational change is needed. You know, this sort of seems like if you're one of them, you're running on this. You're challenging
I'll tell you what, if I were on set with you all right there, I'm yanking off my mic and I'm hugging you. I'm giving you a big high five. You are exactly right. Look.
So they ready to start a whole new regime, all because they couldn't starve people and keep people without a job for a little longer. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? I don't get it, man. They believe whatever the hell is sold to them. Some freaking idiots, man. They're so pissed. They're so pissed. And and we're going to talk about BBC, by the way. I got to talk about BBC. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see here. I already played that one. Okay. I need to find these videos that I've seen earlier today. Uh-oh, Simone Sanders is back out here. All right, I need to find the ones that I hold on. Where's the ones of Lemons? I need to find the one of Don Lemon. And Harry Sisson. Here he is. Trying to cancel every daggone body. Don Lemon is the cancel queen, bro. Don Lemon is the cancel queen, bro. Like, this dude to cancel somebody real quick as long as like he's him and the Democrats, they just want to
Don't let him
cancel
spin
people,
you.
bro.
The Democrats
Hold on 1 second.
Look, don't let him.
Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
Look, don't let him spin you. The Democrats caved. People have been asking me, what Democrats caved? I want to know. We need to know. Okay, so these are the Democrats who voted to cave to the Republicans. 8 Democratic senators are Dick Durbin, Maggie Hassan, Angus King, Catherine Cortez Masto, Tim Kaine, Jean Shaheen, Jackie Rosen, and John Fetterman. They joined the 52 Republicans in this procedural vote to reopen the government without a guaranteed extension of healthcare subsidies. Just a promise to pick it up and maybe vote on it in December. Come on now.
You know what Don Lemon reminds me of? Don Lemon reminds me of a retired basketball player who posts videos of himself shooting hoops in his backyard every single day. No, not a retired basketball player. A fired, disgraced, trash basketball player who could not hold his weight, who could not do what he was hired to do, lost his career, and decided to set up a damn camera in his backyard playing ball every day. You know what he reminds me of? Y'all remember, what was the uncle name on Napoleon Dynamite? What was the uncle name? God dang it, guys. What was the uncle's name on Napoleon Dynamite? And every opportunity he had, he wanted to talk about how he could have gone to the pros. And he always had a football. And he Uncle Rico. Don Lemon is Uncle Rico. That's who Don Lemon is. Don Lemon, you are Uncle Rico, bro. You are Uncle Rico. Stay out of business that's not yours anymore, bro. I know that you still want to stay in the mix. I get it. I get it. Like, this is where I came from, man. Doing politics where I came from. You didn't cut it, bro. Like, you got cut. You got cut from the team. He's showing up to practice every day with his ball and his uniform on, and he was cut. Like, he's been pushed in the forehead and having a door slammed in his face every single day at the school, at the gym, because you were cut. You're no longer in the game, bro. You're Uncle Rico. Your time has passed, man. And now you're so pissed off and you want to stay in the fight and you want to be invited back. But you know what? Shout out to social media because of social media, Uncle Rico still has his money coming in. As a matter of fact, Uncle Rico is probably making more now than he was on CNN. So shout out to Uncle Rico for being able to rebrand himself because, bro, man, relax, man. Like, chill, bro. Chill. Like, I don't get it, man. Shout out to Uncle Rico. Shout out to Uncle Rico. All right. Let me see here. Let's see here. Yeah, these guys are pissed, man. They are pissed. 1 second. Now they want to fire Chuck Schumer for doing exactly what they hired him to do, which was sell fear and lies and just get them across the finish line. That's it. See if you can get more stuff. Negotiate, man. We need more stuff. Do a better job getting more stuff. These dudes are some damn idiots, bro. They're some damn idiots. That's what they are. All of them. Not all of them. A lot of them are some damn idiots. And I'm tired of this sugar honey iced tea. Let's see here. Hold on, gang. Hold on, gang. Okay, I don't know who this lady is, but she has a message for you guys. All right. All right. So this lady, her name is Jennifer Welch. Jennifer Welch. She has a message for everybody that's inside of my comments who voted for Trump.
I think a lot of the people that are involved in this movement are either psychopaths, sociopaths, they like it. I'm talking about like Stephen Miller, right? Right. And then you've got people that are religious addicts. And you guys, that is a real thing. Like somebody can be an alcoholic, somebody can be a drug addict. A lot of people are religious addicts.
You're a religious addict if you actually decide to live by the creed of what's being taught to you in the Word of God. So if you're a person that says, you know what, this is the religion I subscribe to, and this will be my way of life. Not only will it be my way of life, but I would do exactly what I'm supposed to do, which is put the good word out there, introduce new people to what's going on, and do it in love. When you do that, people call you a religious addict. I haven't heard that term. This is new to me. But you know, they get into their little creativity bag whenever they try. This is what demons do. Demons go out of their way to stop people from joining the army of the Lord. All right? But y'all need to be like David and say, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises shall continuously be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his holy name together. Guess what? You're going to piss these demons off. They're going to come up with more terms for you. They're going to try to burn you at the stake. Why? Because you stand for something.
You can Google it and read about it. And these religious addicts, like all addicts, sabotage things. Their default setting is to break things and create collateral damage. And I think even on the Supreme Court, we have some religious addicts. And I think in the administration, we have a ton of religious addicts, Mike Johnson, etc., Marco Rubio. And they think, okay, I'm doing a lot of bad shit in my private life. I guarantee you Sam Alito's Google search history is full of a lot of fuckery. All right.
Has to be.
Shout out to the liberal white ladies out here. I used to love liberal white ladies. I know a bunch of them who were really cool at my job at DOD. They were really cool. But I didn't fully understand what they were doing. I love them, just like I love anybody. But at the end of the day, man, I believe that if a group of people are going after your beliefs, they're going after your faith, you're on the right track. You're definitely on the right track. Don't bend, don't budge, don't break for any of these imbeciles. They are satanic, and they're trying to get you off track. They're trying to get you to focus on the here and the now, the physical. If you can't put your hands on it, if you're not a part of the liberal hive mind, group think, if you're not in the same echo chambers that they're in, if you have one opinion opposite of theirs, then they want to attack you however they possibly can. Don't let them do it, okay? And don't fight the way that they fight. They fight dirty. They don't believe in the same thing that you believe in. All right? Let them do them. If that's how they want to move, then let them do them. All right. So, in other news, guys, so shout out to BBC. Shout out to BBC who have lost two of their people. They have lost two of their people. BBC, hold on, let me see if it's still up here. Because I just now had to pull it up on my other screen, but hold on one second. Two BBC execs was fired. And they're doing the walk of shame and everything. And it's all because of the Jan 6 video that they put together. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. You know what I mean? I think it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely dope that they're being held accountable for their BS. Here are the two people who were fired. Let me put this up on the screen. Matter of fact, let me pull it up over here. BBC. All right. So you got this brother right here who is the BBC director. He's a director general. His name is Tim Davie. And he was forced to resign over the Trump documentary. So this is one of them. All right. And then you have, where's the lady? Okay, this lady is going to tell us about it. Hold on one second.
Was onto something.
Where are you from?
BBC.
Okay. Here's another beauty.
It's a good line. Impartial, free and fair.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that criticism of the BBC and John Sopel, who was talking to there, apparently was well-founded, because the so-called impartial and accurate public service broadcaster is nothing but.
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President...
Because tonight the BBC is facing serious questions over its credibility after the Daily Telegraph exposed a panorama segment that heavily doctored a speech by the American president in 2021, hours before the infamous January the 6th Capitol riot. As you're about to hear, the corporation spliced together two quotes.
This was a legendary riot, bro. Like this, the Jan 6 riot was legendary. Legendary. It's effed up that anybody was injured. It's effed up that anyone was unalive during this whole thing. But this right here was legendary, for real. And every single time something bad happens in this country that benefits a certain side, they celebrate. I don't care if 15 people die, 20 people die, and all of them could be babies. If it benefits the Democrats, they will start clapping and dancing and singing, and they will do that behind closed doors. They will hope that they're not being recorded, but then they will go sit on CNN somewhere and act like it's the worst catastrophe ever, and that someone need to be held accountable, and that someone is Trump.
On our part, to make it seem like he encouraged an insurrection.
They played the following clip.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you. And we fight. We fight like hell.
But Trump didn't, in fact, say this at all. The BBC spliced together two clips that took place 54 minutes apart. So let's go through it again.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you.
Now, see there, between Capitol and, that's a cut. Here's what Trump actually said.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
It's different. It wasn't until nearly an hour later that he then said the second part of the BBC's version.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
and we fight. We fight like hell.
That is damning stuff. Now, this, of course, is coming from the holier-than-thou BBC that even has its own so-called fact-checking service named BBC Verify that they claim counters disinformation.
It's always good to see when these things come back full circle, man. It's always good to see that. For real. Let me see here. Let me see. Trump sued ABC News and won $16 million settlement. Trump sued CBS News and won a $30 million settlement. Head of BBC resigned in disgrace to avoid Trump lawsuit. Wow. That's right what y'all ass get, bro. Let's see. All right. All right. Yeah, shout out to BBC holding their people accountable. After the fact, trying to save their ass. Yep. So now both of these folk are done. Deborah, she's the CEO, the new CEO, Deborah Turnus. She resigns. And Tim Davie is gone from BBC. I don't really like saying BBC, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to watch a whole bunch of porn, and BBC does not mean, BBC has a different type of meaning. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all, man. I mean, we all family, right? We all family. Let me see. He's gonna find out the hard way. Pray for him. Shout out to Brent for the super chat. I appreciate you. Brent, she will also find out the hard way. The Bible is the truth. Praying for her too. You're absolutely 1000% right. You know what? And I don't wish damnation on anybody, because that's what the Lord would do. Like, I have no heaven. I don't have a heaven nor hell to put anyone in. So I just want us all to live in harmony. I want us all to help one another, to be a part of the solution. But sometimes we're not. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna share this joint right here with y'all too, because this my guy right here. This my guy. All right, here we go.
Scott, the agreement that was reached tonight, I mean, what do you think it does to perhaps what we heard from President Trump, where he repeatedly claimed the Democrats wanted to give free health care to, as he put it, to illegal aliens, as he said. I mean, now part of this agreement is to fund SNAP for another year. So essentially, I mean, should we revisit the claim that the president never really provided evidence for?
Well, look, in the beginning, Democrats absolutely did want to repeal part of the big, beautiful bill that does strictly prohibit illegal aliens from getting Medicaid benefits. That's a separate issue from SNAP. Look, what happened tonight is what's been happening. Republicans have repeatedly voted to fund SNAP. Democrats had been voting to not fund SNAP by, of course, voting to keep the government closed. And only a handful of Democrats tonight voted to fund SNAP. I'm glad those brave Democrats stepped forward to fund SNAP, because people absolutely need it. If this were really about SNAP, if it were really about starving families, Democrats on Twitter and Democrats on social media and Democrats on some of the other networks wouldn't be having the meltdown that they're having tonight. But one good outcome here is that Republicans finally got their way. People will get their SNAP benefits, just the way the Republicans have been voting since day one. I'm shocked, frankly, that Democrats have been voting to defund SNAP. It's pretty shocking, really, that they held these SNAP beneficiaries hostage. And now, here at the end of it, again, it's all political. They got nothing. They held these poor people hostage and literally got nothing. They got nothing except a bunch of anxiety and a bunch of pain throughout the American people. Terrible.
Yeah, as we heard from some Democrats, they would say, as we've made clear,
they don't give a damn who they starve as long as they get what they want, period. They don't give a damn who they starve as long as they get what they want. And they don't care about the lies that they tell either, because They know that the people that follow them, the people that vote for them, don't care. It's like, tell me all sweet lies. Tell me some good lies, you know? It's like people who just want to be in a relationship. I don't care. Beat me. Tell me as many lies as you want. Steal from me. Embarrass me. As long as you love me. And it sucks, man. It's like a whole bunch of people who don't have a backbone. You ain't got no spine. It sucks. It's horrible. It's absolutely insane, man. I got another good one for you guys. This young lady has a message for you all. If you are a Trump supporter, she says this about you.
At this point in time, I like to blow off steam by saying mean things to MAGA people who I have confirmed are real people and not bots online. And I've found one thing that you can say that gets them to shut the fuck up every single time. And it's very interesting to me, but it makes a lot of sense. It's really mean. It's really mean. So if you're going to be upset by that, then this is not the content for you. But you say to them...
Now, question. Thumbs up or thumbs down if this hurts your feelings. Okay? This is a Democrat lady who is giving advice to other Democrats on how to shut down, shut up, and make MAGA supporters run away when she says this line to you. All right? Here we go.
It's online. And I've found one thing that you can say that gets them to delete their account and gets them to shut the fuck up every single time. And it's very interesting to me, but it makes a lot of sense. It's really mean. It's really mean. So if you're going to be upset by that, then this is not the content for you. But you say to them when they're spouting off about how happy they are that someone is getting deported and that those people are criminals, whatever, you say, was it your mom or your dad, and was it drugs or alcohol? Because to be as evil and hateful and to gleefully watch people be ripped away from their families, it is almost a certainty that they have a fucked up attachment style because they had shitty parents. And instead of going to therapy and working on it and just becoming a better person, that hatred has seeded inside of them and has made them an evil, terrible, shitty fucking person. Every single time. Every single time I've said that to someone, they delete their account and they stop yapping at me and stop harassing me back.
I think she's lying. I think she's lying and she believed in nobody harassing you back. You don't want to be harassed back. I want y'all to listen to that part back. They leave and they stop harassing me back. Like I harassed them and I'm tired of them fighting me back. So when I said this mean, evil line to them, woman, that's not mean. Who hurt you? Was it your mom or was it your dad? Was it alcohol? Was it drugs? What was it? Newsflash, sweetheart. We all have issues with our parents. No matter if we were raised correctly or not, most of us have issues with our mom and our dad. Why? Because we weren't the parents. We didn't understand most of the things that they were having us do anyway. That the way that they were raising us, we didn't understand it. We didn't agree either because we looked at it from the minds of a child, right? And some of us did have trash parents. Some of us did have parents that didn't want to be involved in our lives. They beat us. They embarrassed us. Some of them did worse. But, okay. If you are a party of people who don't want to be what you were born, like you just feel like, I don't want to be this, I want to be anything but this, you are the ones with the issues. All right? You're the ones with the issue. If you're living in a country that's far greater than most other nations around this, well, every country in this world, in my opinion, but you want to act oppressed and victimized at every turn, every single opportunity you have, you want to be a victim, you're the one with the issues. We're the ones that's saying God is love and we need to show love and we need to work together. We need to pull up our own end of the bargain. like an Amish community. You can't sit on your ass and not work in an Amish community. Everybody got to uphold their end of the bargain in order to build and move and sell and make that community work. That's what conservatives do. Democrats, you guys sit on your ass and wait for somebody to help you. And then when they don't, you want to cry racism. You want to cry phobias. You want to cry hate. You want to hate speech. Somebody quote a Bible verse to you and you feel like you're melting or you're being burnt at the stake. Nobody's trying to force you to think like us or move like us. As a matter of fact, who gets violent whenever one side does not agree with their ideology? That's you all. You all are the ones that get violent. We want to have a conversation. What you want to do is be mean and say something that you think would drive them away so you not have to have a conversation anymore. You don't want to be exposed for being ignorant. You don't want to be exposed for that. It's just ridiculous, man. And they continue to act like they are the party for the people when the people that represent them are just assholes. Y'all just evil. You're evil, man. I don't get it. When I saw this, I realized that they are the party of all or nothing. Either it's our way or the highway. Like they are taking that whole democracy thing too literally. It's like they are the rock, paper, scissors party. They are okay, guys. Let's get in a little circle and vote real quick on how we should move. Should we believe in this? Should we believe this way, that way? Anybody could be in it. Come on, you don't have to be intelligent. You just come on in here. Come on in here. Like your vote matters too. I'm gonna tell you what to think, and I want you all to raise your hand. If it's 70-30, no matter if we're killing everybody after this, that's the way we move. And anybody that's against it, we kick them out the group. We stop answering their questions. We stop answering their emails, their texts. We want to destroy them. We want to cancel them. We want to even get rid of them, like delete them from this world. Like we are the party that believed that Charlie Kirk should have died because he was as evil as anybody else who has died before, who has gotten murdered before. He's more evil. Why? Because he's trying to force Christianity on us. He's trying to force it down our throat that we have freedoms and rights and we shouldn't be so upset. He's trying to force kindness on us. What? What is the Democrats' version of Charlie Kirk? I'm certain that their version of Charlie Kirk is filled with curse words and hate and darkness and lies and many other things that does not match what the Lord wants us to be. The Lord wants us to love our brother and sister as the same way we love him. The Lord says, how can you love me, a God you've never seen, but you don't love your brother and sister who you see every day? That's the Christian way. That's the conservative way. But we're the ones that's having issues with our mother and fathers. We're the ones that's willing to have a conversation with our entire family. We're the ones that's being canceled and not invited to dinners over our family's house anymore because we voted for Trump. We're the ones that want all American citizens to do well. We're the ones that want criminals to actually be penalized for committing crimes against other citizens. We're the ones that don't just want anybody walking in our house who don't speak our language, don't respect our customs, tell us to kiss their ass and they make us give them whatever we have so that they can live. We're the ones. We're the responsible ones that believe in industry. We believe in business. We believe in actually serving and protecting. We believe in the military. We believe in having a good standing in the eyes of the world. Like, we want to be on top of things. We want to make sure that we don't get in any more wars. You guys are like, F that, free Palestine, keep fighting. Although Palestine had an opportunity to not kill babies, to not grape women, to not go into a space that they're fighting people who are way bigger than them, it's way more than them. And you guys would like, keep on fighting, keep dying, keep fighting, keep dying. We're going to keep sending you money. Just keep fighting, keep dying. Free Palestine, free. And we do the same thing here. What I want you to do is I want you to take your American flag. I want you to go on a trip to Mexico. Then when you go to a trip in Mexico, I want you and your family to go to their city where all of their people is, where all their workers, their government is. I want y'all to go downtown, wherever their major city is, and I want y'all to protest in the middle of the street, holding up American flags, saying how much you hate Mexico. And then I want you to tell me how it goes. I think that would be absolutely lovely. That's what I want to see. I want you to take your American flags over to these other countries and tell these other countries to kiss your ass. We hate you. You owe us something. And I want you to tell me how it go. And then I want you to burn a Mexican flag in the middle of their streets. Yeah. Tell me how it goes. Tell me if you can still compare us to them as far as how we allow people today go and protest and burn up stuff and just start fights and yell and do whatever they want. And then I want you to also tell me how many of their elected officials try to save you. How many of their elected officials are going to come to your aid when Mexican citizens commence to whooping your ass? Yeah. I want you to tell me if their government steps in and try to help you while you're protesting in the middle of their streets, burning their flags. See, what happens is we're so spoiled that we've become entitled, even if we don't deserve it. Like we're looking at all the fruits of our ancestors' labor, and we're willing to just rip it up to shreds simply because we have an attitude. Because we've gotten together in some type of liberal university or community and had conversations enough to piss each other off that we believe that they are the problem and we're not. No, you're the damn problem. I think it's foolish, man. We tell people, conservatives are so hateful that we ask people to appreciate the bodies that they were born in. We ask people to love who they are. We ask people to adore that person that they see in the mirror. Your reflection, that was no mistake. You look that way for a reason. You're not ugly, you're beautiful. You don't have to live up to the social norms of whatever society says is beautiful or whatever society says is successful. That's something that we force on these people. That the Democrats want to force on everybody. And we're like, no. The God we serve didn't make any mistakes whatsoever. And now because we believe that, we're being chastised. We're the ones that's saying wherever, we're the ones that try to point out the fact that Christians have been persecuted around this world more than any other religion. And it's usually by the same religion that's doing it. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to be any type of hate speech, but I'm just going to let you know that that same thing is happening in New York right now. It's happening in Massachusetts right now. It's happening in many of the cities that's in our country. But the conservatives who pointed out, because they love other American citizens, they are being told, they are being deemed hateful. We are the ones who are foolish because we're trying to warn people. We see patterns of things that have happened over and over and over again, and we're trying to help out, but we're the demons. I don't get that. I don't get that. That's not hateful at all. Brent is praying for these folk. Part of the solution. Praying for anybody is part of the solution, man. Praying for people is a conservative thing. Praying on people seems to be a Democrat thing. Ooh, that's a word right there. Yeah, that's a word right there. Yeah. And if you choose not to be a Christian, we don't put our nose in the air and say that we don't want to talk to you anymore. I think conservatives have Jewish friends, Muslim friends, Christian friends. We have black, white, Asian, Hispanic friends. And guess what? We have conservative friends, Democrat friends, independent friends, progressive friends. And we allow people to have their own free thoughts without trying to demonize them, without trying to make them feel some type of way. But yet we're the ones that's lost. We're the ones that have parent issues. Nah, I take it back to my original point. I believe we all have parent issues, but you all are attacking the wrong people. You're attacking the wrong people. You should be attacking the people who tell you that it's okay to stay lost in the sauce, that it's okay to believe that there's a supreme being who has all of the benefits and you need to go and take them by force. You need to talk to the people who try to ostracize individuals who are successful. And we believe that you should take your success and give it to us because we didn't have the wherewithal to get out there and do the things necessary to be successful like you are. You know, socialism, communism. Also, we don't want to follow any blueprints that have not worked. That's you all. You all want to follow blueprints that have never worked before. And then when you're asked questions, you feel like you're backed into a hole and you got to fight. No, this is called conversation. This is how we move toward results that make things better for all of us. But you all feel like you got to fight when you can't win a conversation. You don't have to win a conversation. Only thing you got to do is have an understanding of the person you're talking to. Everything doesn't have to be a debate. Sometimes it's sharing of the minds. Like, we want to know what's on your mind, and we want you to know what's on ours. We will consider the things that comes out of your mouth as long as you consider the things that come out of ours. Because we have to live here together. There's no one way that serves everybody. No, that's not how that works. But that's how they are anyway. At any rate, man, I thought I seen this yesterday, and I said I wanted to address this. I wanted to put this in front of you guys because politicians use us to do their bidding. They plant a seed in our minds of fear. And they know that we will go out there and water it and make it bigger. We will spread it. We will get into the conversation without having anything of note to add to the conversation. We have no knowledge of anything we're discussing, but we will get in the conversation and spread fear. And if anybody tried to school us or give us any information, we will call them a liar. We would call their source lies. Until somebody on our side that we respect, who's at a certain level, like you got to meet certain qualifiers. If they're at a certain level, then we'll listen to them. Sometimes I don't like people, period. I don't like people. Sometimes I just don't. And that doesn't matter if you're what political party you are. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole, period. And that's on all sides. You got hive minds on both sides. and I don't rock with none of them. If you're so based that you can't objectively have a conversation with somebody, even if it means you're learning something, then what are you saying to me? You're saying that if I'm not saying exactly what you want me to say, then you're not going to consider my thoughts as valuable. Nah, I'd rather not even have a conversation with you. So that's where we are right now. That's where we are right now. Thank y'all guys for joining me, man, and being a part of what we got going on. And shout out to everybody who has gone to hatsforsale.com and gotten some merch. But before we leave, I got to play this Eminem clip. I got to play Eminem clip because he might run for president. Eminem might run for president someday. Hold on, where is it, man? This joint was all over my damn feed. Oh, here it go, right here. All right, here we go. And of course, they're saying he nailed it. What the hell does, I don't know what that even means. Bro didn't nail it. He didn't nail it at all, man. Trust me, I was listening. And I listened to Eminem because I still respect him as an artist. I respect him as a man.
How in the fuck do you feel like you relate to a billionaire who has never known struggle his entire fucking life, watching him play to his base that thinks that he cares about them, and it's actually the people that he cares about the fucking least? I will say this, he talks a good one. And if you're in his base, you're a core, let's say you're going to the rallies or whatever, you watch him on TV, you hear him talking this shit, there's part of me that understands, like, all right, he's somehow still got them because he's brainwashing them into thinking that something great is gonna happen. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. How in the fuck do you feel like you relate to a billionaire who has never known struggle his entire fucking life, watching him play to his base that thinks that he cares about them?
I will say this, Eminem, you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything. And they said he nailed it. He didn't say anything. You're playing to your base? No, he was playing to the country. He was looking at the border bill that Biden and Kamala had set up when they allowed, or rather flew in, shipped in, bussed in millions of illegal immigrants, and then threatened states, border states, to do nothing about it. Y'all better not try to stop them. This is a federal situation. It's bigger than state. Back away. And Trump promised to fix it. And he did. And he is. Trump promised to bring more money into this country. The Democrats are saying, see, here's the thing. All I'm saying is, if Eminem is going to go on a rant like this, give specifics. Trump said he would do this. Well, he did not do that. As a matter of fact, he made it worse. I will buy into that. If you say Trump said that he was going to fix immigration, immigration got worse. Look at it. It was 10 million people crossing the border before he got into office. Now it's 20 million. You can't say that. Trump said that he was going to stop wars around the world. He didn't stop any wars. There's more wars going on. You can't say that. Trump said that he was going to bring prices down on gas, groceries, this, that, and other. He actually did and is. There's a lot of other things that go along with that, but all I'm saying is it would be great to hear these people say something specific, that they can back up with receipts rather than just appearing that, oh, he's playing you. He says this and then he does that. He's playing to his base. His base is stupid. Like, that's so, it lacks substance. Like, anybody that buys into this, you said nothing, bro. Nothing. And again, I'm a fan of Eminem. The dude he's nice. But when it comes to politics, you and Don Lemon are in the same boat. Both of y'all need to have a coconut smile and shut the fuck up. Period. You and Uncle Rico. That's what I'm calling him from now on. Only my people would know what I'm talking about when I call him Uncle Rico. Only my people would know what I'm talking about when I call Don Lemon Uncle Rico. All right? Because he still got hoop dreams. He still is dreaming of the day that he almost went to the pros. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting to see him throw. I just don't think Don Lemon can throw a football. That would be hilarious. I would love to see Don. I would pay to see Don Lemon throw a damn football, bro. I will pay to see him throw a football. All right, man. Stop being goofy. Stop being silly. All right. Thank you guys for being a part of my live stream. Y'all are dope. Y'all already know that. I ain't meat riding none of y'all. I'm just showing y'all love for just being a part of whatever it is that we're building over here. We got a lot of exciting things happening. I will be introducing some products, some services to you guys. I'm working with a couple of brands, and I'm looking forward to presenting them to you all and just getting your feedback. All right. But other than that, y'all are dope. Everybody who participated in the super chats, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if you have not hit that like button yet or shared this, please do so now. You have an opportunity. That's the only price of admission for our live streams. We reached like 350 people inside of the YouTube stream, and we had overall like 580 people, I believe, overall. I guess people from X, Kick, and Twitch were participating as well. So hit the like button, gang. That would be appreciated. And share our videos. And feel free to go in my playlist and see what other videos I have going on. I have different styles that I'm trying, different styles of political commentary, and I would love for you to give me your feedback, all right? Until next time, y'all be easy. Show love to yourselves, because this world is dark enough, and they're not going to, don't depend on them to do it. Please don't depend on them to do it, especially if they're Democrats. They just some evil mofos, man. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.